Everyone, please. Everyone, please. Everyone, please. Everyone is here, but what if they weren't? What if they were over there, in Japan, at Nintendo, cooking, waiting, plotting? I have a theory. A game theory. A theory about a game that could exist. A game that they might have been developing for a time. There was an idea to get a group of remarkable characters from Nintendo's history and smash them together into one game. And that idea evolved, it expanded, it grew to a roster of 89 characters, I think. I don't remember the exact number. It seems like that number's in my mind. I'm going to go roulette on Saturday. I think I'm going to put 89 if it's on there, just to be sure that I'm right. So, yeah, we're going to talk about if there's going to be a Smash 6. Hello to the council. Hello? Hello, gamers? I hope they have Red Luigi. God, I hope so. I'm a little tired today, so I just thought I'd do a live stream, talk about Smash Bros. What is Smash Bros? I don't even know these days. 42,000 characters, actually. So, I actually think, I'm going to double down and say they're actually going to have 200 characters in the next game. Because think about it. I think that I'm going to do a video next week or so. Long story short, I was doing the super long Sonic Adventure 2 video, and it's not that it's not done. I'm just really burnt out. I had to re-record it, and I didn't like the script. It was a lot of work, and it's my baby. So I'm just but now I'm just tired because I'm I have not made anything. It sucks. So I just wanted to strip myself down to have an ayahuasca trip and strip myself down to the soul and to the body and to the mind and go back to what I used to do, why I made this channel. Forget about all the things I think I need to be and what I don't want to be and what I have to be, and if I'm bald or if I have hair, if my glasses are the same or if they're not, if the ball sack is large or if it is in fact puny, minuscule, one might say. Anyways, I wanted to do a Smash video. I know it's not big or anything. I'm just you know what? If I don't have any ideas for the channel, why don't I'm just going to my second, because I have a lot of ideas, and then, but I'm oh, they're not good enough. But I wanted to do a topic on, if there's a Smash 6 this year, what the hell would that even look like, right? So, what are you doing, chat? Alex is working on a Sonic videos in a Smash announcer void. How smashing! I don't expect there to be another Smash Brothers game because Sakurai said he wasn't going to do another. Did he say that? He also says that all the time. It'd be nice if Ganon could finally use his sorcery. I think I have a theory that is not really spoken about in the Nintendo sphere. I have a universal background of being a human being and I'm in society and shit. But no, truthfully, Sakurai says a lot of stuff. I have to imagine that Bandai Namco coming onto the project for Smash Bros. For Wii U, 3DS, and Ultimate probably expedited the process of making a Smash Brothers game, right? Making it so that they have a formula in order how to make it. Smash Ultimate came out not shortly thereafter from Wii U, and everyone was this looks the exact same. And I do believe it was rebuilt in a new engine, but I think they have a framework for how to make a Smash game so as to why we got Spirits Mode. You know what I'm fucking saying? Because Spirits Mode was literally they have this framework, and they can they made a perfect thing they could just poke and prod at and change the little details of the whole engine. Okay, make the stage this. Okay, make the person metal. Okay, add this, change gravity, flip controls, do all this. They literally made this perfect. I can only imagine what the debug mode looks like. You know what I'm saying? So that in my head, they made this for Ultimate. They have all of these characters. And my thinking is, I don't think they'd put that to waste and not reuse it again. Because it's these days they do that with games a lot. There's a lot of forever games because production of games takes quite a while. So I'd be a little shocked if they didn't do something with the new Smash Bros. In any way. World of Light, World of JPEGs, indeed. Can't wait for a $100 game with a $100 DLC pack. Indeed. He said, I don't call the shots, we'll see. Oh, Sakurai said that? He doesn't call the shots. I'm sure he would want to work on it, but I think he also, in a way, probably wouldn't want to work on it. He'd probably be yeah, I've spent he was 19 when he made Kirby Dream Land, I believe, on the Game Boy in the 1991? 1992? I seem to remember All-Star has Kirby and Sonic and DDD on the same stage, so it's maybe 92. But anyways, it was on the Game Boy. And he made that. He was the young lad, Sakurai-san, made that shit when he was 19. What did you do at 19? Fucking went to university and dropped out of Psych 101 because you didn't study? And you're like, God, I was just smoking weed and fucking pounding bong rips. And then meanwhile, Sakurai made a whole game on a Game Boy. What are you doing with your life? But what was I saying? I think the dude, like, he made Air Riders because he's like, I want to do something fun. Like, he could... There's like two theories I have in my head. I'm going to make a video on this, or it's in production. And it's, I just have cards here I'm going to shuffle so I can fiddle with stuff. I think it is actually like kind of my new fidget thing, is a deck of cards. And just like, feel called out, minus the weed. Smash 6 is either in 2028 or 2029. Gap between Melee and Brawl. Brawl was 4 years, and Brawl to 4 was 6 years. DLC is end cap. That's when we post 6 years would be. If DLC is end cap, that's when post 6 years would be. I don't think it is end cap. I think we have a couple of options for when that shit could actually launch. If they're actually just starting it fresh out the box, came out the womb, like they're actually making a fresh game, and it started now, I have to presume that that's like gonna take 3 to 4 years from this point. Is that what Nintendo would want? I would hazard a guess to say no. I hazard a guess to say Nintendo, being the Nintendo they are, re-releasing Wonder, re-releasing Chronicles X, or Xenoblade Chronicles X. They re-released Mario Kart Deluxe. They re-release, or not re-release, but they did enhance stuff for Wonder and Animal Crossing. They re-released Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. They re-released Super Mario 64. Nintendo didn't do Fire Red, that's more the Pokemon Company, but you get what I'm saying. They are so happy if they know something is going to make even like 10% more money versus like not. They're going to like, let's re-release it. Hey, we already have these 2 games. Maybe we can make like a quick buck, and they'll do it. So that's my theory. I'm like, I know Sakurai is like the boss, or he doesn't own the IP of Smash Bros. He's the they hire him because like, you've done this job this whole time. We need you, bro. I would hazard a guess, however, that, you know, I believe with Piranha Plant, Sakurai. It was kind of like the team did Piranha Plant as the DLC bonus, and it was like the team did that, and they came up with it. And I would hazard a guess to say that during the production of Wii U, 3DS, and Ultimate, it allowed him to like teach the team his, and maybe even making that channel was a way for him to do the same. He would teach the team his like design fundamentals, so that, you know, and this has been going on with like all Nintendo games. They're like passing it on to the new teams with like Bonanza, Mario Kart World, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It's like all of these younger developers. You'd even see the Switch presentation when they were presenting it. It's all these younger developers like taking on the new faces of Nintendo. Probably designed because like, oh my god, how long have you had motherfucking Takashi Tezuka, Shigeru Miyamoto, who else worked on Mario 1? Isn't there someone named Narita that worked on Mario 1? Or is Narita Sonic? Anyways. Narita's the airport. I'm just fucking with you. I am back, brat boy. I'm looking at 2 chats. I'm double fisting chats. I bet Sakurai will train the successor with a standalone release of Subspace Emissary remake. You know what I want more of? Boss fights? Throwing a Mario Galaxy? Yeah, I would be down for that. That'd be cool. And probably easier than adding character. Actually, if they're making the whole boss, may as well add a character. Throwing a few characters here and there. Do you think Big the Cat has a chance? No. Smash 6 needs to add Goku to be better than Ultimate. Sure, man. Name a game Goku's in. I'll wait. I think there's like interesting ideas. Like, I could be wrong, and they're like, let's add Goku. Why not? We have the IP. We have the superpower. Let's add Goku. We could do it. We're them. But in a more real sense, I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking from, because I don't really think of it as a Smash fan anymore. I like the games, don't get you wrong. I like the characters. I like the history. One thing I want to do on this channel, I think sometime this year, is like actually play through all of the, what was I trying to say? All of the fucking games. Every Smash character, I play through their first game, which is like, oh, Mario 1, tee-hee! Mario 2, tee-hee! Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2! Oh, hee-hee! That'll be like 7 weeks. Leon for Smash 6. Do you think we're getting a Smash this year? Okay, let's get into the meat of things. I think there's only one way we get a new Smash this year, and it would be a Smash Ultimate port / remake, or not a remake. It would be a Smash Bros. Port. It would be as much of a port as maybe Super Mario Party was to Super Mario Superstars, right? not really a port, but the whole engine's there. They have the framework, so like you make the one Mario game. I just have a deck of cards here, and you say, hold on, we can make it. This doesn't really work, but they have the capacity to like make something else. I don't know if I could do a poker reference here. The flop is, never mind, I can't do a poker reference. That's like higher level thinking I don't even possess. But I think if it does happen this year, it would be in the form of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but like a little bit more, I would say. Because, oh shit. It might be a little bit more than Deluxe because, you know, Wii U game, no one had a fucking Wii U. You could re-release that, no one would even know. It's like a new game to most people. It's like actually a benefit to Nintendo. They might have lost on the Wii U, but they're like cooking. Like, what? Let me check the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sales. Switch game sales. If I'm not wrong, it's the best-selling game on the Nintendo Switch, and it was a re-release. Where's the fucking... Google sucks now. Holy shit. Here it is. It is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Oh my god! Holy shit! 70 million! The second runner-up is New Horizons at 49 million. So you can see, like, my thought pattern here is they released a new motherfucker. Wow, the screen is like blasting my face with like radiation. Holy guacamole! But you see, like, my thought pattern here. Playing cards. Jimbo the Joker confirmed for Smash. No, he's in Melee, but you have to pay for him because someone modded him in. Custom moves are back! My all-time most wanted character is Arthur Morgan. I mean, I feel like a lot of stuff is possible now. It's just really up to the developer. I think to beat Ultimate, for lack of a better term, to make it more grandiose, I think you'd have to incorporate more things than just gaming IPs, you know? Playing cards, Jimbo, add a story mode with DLC characters, balance changes, no single player modes. I think so here's the form I think it would take if it were to actually motherfucking release. Because, let's get real, like, I think it is very optimistic to look at past Smash Bros. Time frames between games. Just look at between Mario Kart. It was like a whole 10 years before a new one proper. And I think the same will be true for Smash Brothers, frankly. Which sucks, don't get me wrong, but this is just how games are now. Like, Grand Theft Auto is another example. That's a bigger game, but, shoot. Fire Emblems, I don't know if that's a good example. I'm trying to think of good, like Animal Crossing's another one that took forever. There's games just take longer, and getting your hopes up that they're magically not going to take longer is like, if it releases, like a new Smash Bros. Releases this year and it's completely new, I'll be shocked. But my idea is they'll probably make it look like it's a new fucking game when it's actually what people thought Ultimate was. A zhuzhed up version of motherfucking Smash Bros. For Wii U. That's my fucking theory. There's no way to surpass Ultimate's ambition. Wrong. You're not thinking hard enough. That's your problem. That's the gamer's problem. They can't think outside of what's already happened. They're so contained on what's already happened. They can't see the greater beyond. That's why they always get surprised. That's why they get hyped so easily. That's why they're shook. 2B will be in Smash. Yeah, I think 2B could be in Smash. That's actually very popular and very possible. There's already precedent, right? Isn't there a skin or a Mii costume? That has precedent. I think that's possible. I think a Bayonetta clone with Nier would work. What's her name? To be or not to be? Let's get this chat humid! 46 viewers, CLX? Your endearing audience, your endearing slop audience only wants Smash. Let us smash. I agree. You guys clearly like Smash, and I do too, but like I can't pretend to like Smash for like 10 years of my life straight. Imagine I did Smash content this whole time since Ultimate. I'd be lying to myself. Like, who the fuck plays a game that long? That's crazy. One game? Come on, that's nuts. Should I be in the next Smash? Oh, Master Big Mac. Yeah, you should. Yeah. Well, you're right. People do like Smash. They love Smash. It's so fun. Sorry. What was I fucking saying? Anyways, for it to release this year, I think it would be something like they would change. It would look different. Like they'd be like, oh, new intro. Oh, it would be between a new game and a remaster, probably. You think Persona 5 Royal? No, that's a story game. That's kind of not a good example, but it's not also like Persona 3 Reload. I'm trying to think what it would be like. I'm looking at Kasumi right now. She's right behind my monitor, looking at me dead in the eyes. Kasumi. So in summary, I think a new Smash Bros. Would release this year. And let me just be bold in my prediction. I think it's going to be announced next Direct Don't believe it'll be a summer game. I think they have Fire Emblem for that, but it would probably be in the fall, winter kind of thing, and then we have announcements through the year. It would showcase the new development team behind Smash Bros. You know, Sakurai kind of maybe handing off the mantle to a younger developer, or at least a team of developers that have been with him for as long as he's making Brawl, Smash for Wii U. It's not as if it'd be a different team. It's just like Sakurai kind of needs a break, and he probably was like, this is kind of the perfect thing for a new team to do. Like, we did Ultimate. They know how to do characters. They've seen my, like, methods. Thank you, Flaming Goodness. Insumire. Yeah, sorry. I sometimes speak like my native tongue Canadian, so I say things wrong. Be honest, Alax, you're already canonically in Smash. Personally believing Ultimate Deluxe. I believe that's the only way that this year is this box of Smash Bros. Coming with a think about it. They need to sell Switch consoles. Are you kidding me? I don't know how good it's selling, so I could be wrong, but they need to sell that shit. And how else are they gonna do it? They bundle it with a Smash Bros. Like Mario Kart World. I know people that are just like, all right, Mario Kart's out. I guess I'm gonna get it. And it's like, that's it. You really just got it for that. Literally, Smash Bros. Is the same thing, and they know that. Third best selling. If I look, my face is about to be. It's the third best selling, yes, on the Switch. Third best selling, 33 million. They could net 33 million more sales and Switches. You know what I'm saying? That's exuberant. It's like clearly people want that, and they'd be remiss not to do it. I'm surprised they don't have. They obviously did Animal Crossing with new updates, so that's another feature but you can do the enhanced stuff on normal Switch, right? You just have to pay for it, or am I wrong? No, I think it's if you own it on Switch and you get the enhanced one, you don't have to pay for it on Switch 2. That's what you have to do. The Switch 2 generation so far has been a lot of porting, given how well Ultimate was received and given cutting characters with controversy. I feel like yes, this box is you're fucking spitting facts. They do not want to cut people because people are gonna be upset if like Pichu's gone. They'll be like, that's the last straw. I purchased Fire Red. I got all the remakes of Galaxy, but this. That's it for me. I'm not buying another Nintendo. And then they'll buy the fucking Yoshi fucking fanfic game where he's like in a book. So okay, but like, what would they do? I'm gonna be making a video that's gonna be short form, but I just wanted to chat, to be honest. I didn't want to play a game. I just wanted to fucking hold a deck of cards for some reason and talk to you. Honestly, when the Switch 2 came out with Mario Kart on it, I wasn't even interested in it, but I'm only buying a Switch 2 for the next Smash game, indeed. I don't even mean to be reading your comments only, it just kind of happens. I feel like Switch 2 does need another system seller after World. It's kind of, so Smash Bros. Ultimate released the year after, 2018, the Switch launched. They have a pattern of releases. There was Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey first year. Crazy first year lineup, by the way, like what the fuck? Breath of the Wild was obviously for Switch, or Wii U as well, but I can't even remember that timeline. Are you kidding me? Then following, it also had Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. What a launch lineup! Holy fuck! That's disgusting. What do you do as another company? Then you just get fucking mogged. Like, boom, Zelda. Boom, fucking Mario Kart. Boom, Mario Odyssey. Hang it up! What are you doing? Stop making games, you dumb son of a bitch! Like, they already fucked you up. Nuts! That's an insane world. So, yeah, like Mario, I feel like we are getting a similar sort of concoction. There's Bonanza, right? There was Mario Kart World, right? I don't even feel like the launch lineups have been bad. Like, Metroid Prime is clearly not, like, a wide seller, so that might have been a dud for the wider audience. It's not like a YouTuber game. It's not like a game I'm, like, going to be talking about. The white YouTuber with glasses is not going to talk about Metroid Prime 4. Sorry to say. Kirby Air Riders was kind of one, but it's not that popular. Tamagotchi's funny, but like it's not like system selling material. Well, thank you. Why is that here now? Did you do Insumire twice? Oh no, I'm looking at the replay of the stream through my fucking. Okay, I don't even want to see this. Why is this in front of me? I should put this in front of me. That's the chat. The chat. Do you think a new big Mario instead of Bonanza would have been a bigger... Oh yeah, Mario for sure. Mario's gonna sell... If there's a Mario Party, it'll sell better than Bonanza. We can check back in 6 years. Mario Party... Fuck Your Dad is gonna like sell like 10 quintillion, and Donkey Kong Bonanza is gonna sell 9 quintillion. That's my theory. It's gotta be that. It's gotta be that. What do you think of my previous comment about Smash needing to add more than just gaming IPs in a sense to beat Smash Ultimate, if that makes sense? Oh, yeah, okay, so I wanted to say, like, I think, again, this is gonna be reiterated in my video, but the video is gonna be funnier than me just sitting in my room. I think the way to do that, they're literally just going to add more characters. So, as I was saying earlier in the stream, that Smash Ultimate made this whole system. They made their, like... If you could have a debug mode for Smash Ultimate, it would be fucking amazing. Spirits mode is a perfect example. They literally just like, okay, we're going to throw this thing, metal, and the stage is going to flip, and this thing's going to happen at this time. It's like so much in there. They probably have an internal system where they just plug in values to be like, this is what the spirit fight's going to be, and that's what they do. And in doing that, they realized so many characters that could be in Smash Bros. Through a few alterations of character movesets that already exist, for you to be like, oh, that's kind of cool. That I can kind of see that. Or that's kind of fun. So it's not like great. Obviously, it's just like fucking PNGs, but I want to take my idea a step further, where we mix the concept of spirits and adding all these characters through movesets that already exist and characters that already exist, but adding the addendum of maybe a new model on top, and maybe they change the physics of the moves and maybe the effects. And then we have like these Dr. Mario tier characters of, because you could think of so many characters that could have like a Dr. Mario Crom version of them, right? You sub out one attack for another character's attack, and it's like if they have the same build, they can just... I've seen move swapping. It does seem like some skeletons, you can change the move, and it just kind of looks like it works, and it might need some fine-tuning, but my whole thing is they have so many animations, so many moves in the game. They really could just make a character from plugging a few different things, like they did with Crom, and I'm like, if they wanted to be resourceful, and if they wanted to like take the game they have that's already like sold really well and make more of it, that's what I would feel like we would see more of if we got a deluxe version of that, whatever they'd call it. That's my theory. In that way, they could add characters that otherwise wouldn't be like priority, but if you looked at the whole roster, you'd be like, well, no one's missing. Like, I'm not upset about who they didn't add. Like, if they added Metal Sonic, you'd be like, okay, that's cool, because we have Sonic, and it's just kind of Sonic but heavy, right? It's Sonic, but he's like hitting harder. Like, that would make sense. You could have, who could you have? A cool one I saw was like Eggman in the Bowser Jr. clown car, like a giant clown car, and it's like heavier and it's like doing the same sort of thing. I'm like, okay, like that could work. And then you just sort of think of all these ideas, even series that are different, but they have similar. You could do so much with the humanoid characters, because they already have, like, out of all of the humanoid characters that use swords or just like their fists, like I could probably name like 20 of them in the game already. And if you just substituted a Wii Fit forward air, maybe not that one actually, a Wii Fit up air, a Sheik down tilt, a Snake up tilt, you all of a sudden have like Chun-Li, you know what I'm saying? It'd be so easy. It is easy actually. And then you get the model for Chun-Li, boom, Chun-Li's in the game. That already would make someone hype. I don't know how they'd feel if it was like clone, but I also feel like so many characters are already like that it's like, okay, whatever. Like Joker, I'm like, wait a minute. That's just Sheik with a cheap walk cycle. What about Mangle? Oh. Okay, I'll read chat now. Is chat frozen, or streams frozen for you, or is it just me? Wouldn't mind if 99% of the characters remain the same, but surely this time Ganondorf and Sonic need some movesets. I would assume that they're not prioritized. I mean, they might change a little bit, but I would assume they're going go big or go home, and that's their whole idea. Because how else do you sell a Nintendo Switch 2? If I said to you, the next Smash Bros is gonna have 150 characters, you bought it. It's already in your fucking checkout. Like, you know what I mean? Like, instantly. Know your moves are relax when? Hey, I'm a white guy that was born in Canada. I'm moderately privileged and, well, maybe a little less endowed than others, but where I lack in hair, I make up for. What about the Balloon Boy from FNAF? I would prefer Balloon Boy from Balloon Fighter. You had me at next Smash Bros. I literally think I'm onto something here. I've never been wrong before, so. How would you do movesets for Mango and Balloon Boy, lol? Heroes command select as Exhibit A, that's recycling moves, can work great. Yeah, like there's so many examples. I just feel like you could throw in a Goomba, right? You could do a Goomba and it's like, okay, yeah, it's shit, but that's the joke. And it's like, you probably would need, it's like so easy to animate too. And the moves you give, it's like, okay, give it this, boom, we're done. And then that's just kind of across the board. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm crazy for this idea. I feel like there's a lot of options for what we got here. And I think I've mentioned this on a few streams. A cool thing that they could do is like, we already have so many links, and I'm like, it would be great if we had that for Mario. It'd be great if we had that for Sonic, you know? Like, just different versions of the same character, and you just, like, toggle. You're like, oh, I want motherfucking, I want Galaxy Mario. I want Sunshine Mario. I want 8-bit Mario. Give me Mario with, like, the weird, like, olive skin. Where's that motherfucker? Where is him in Mario 64, the plasticine motherfucker? I want to give him a piece of my mind in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Deluxe. I'm already selling the game. Why doesn't Nintendo hire me? Fuck. You got mother... Ganondorf, fat-ass Ganondorf motherfucker had one too many fish. The fish that comes out and he's like, Spa! You know, that guy, he ate too much of that and he's fat. I'm trying to make a joke. It's not funny. Fat Ganon, he's like different. He got 2 swords. You could like change his moveset so he has 2 swords. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is all it is, man. I just feel like I've seen enough Smash Bros. Mods to know, wait a minute, why don't they just do that? Like, literally, it's money sitting on the floor. That's how I see it. They're just leaving money on, they're burning their fucking money by not doing this. I could be wrong. A part of me thinks I'm very right, though. So instead of custom moves, custom move sets. Yeah, no, fuck custom move set. Instead of custom moves, just take Mega Man and say, this is Mega Man, and this is Mega Man for Mega Man 2. Everyone's like, I'm sold. They like that so much more. They don't want to do fucking custom moves. Fuck that. They just want to, you could do the custom moves and then just build characters off of changing the physics. That's what like Spirits kind of was. Not really. Spirits kind of did something like that. It changed the size of some characters, so it changed the context of them. The Bowser Jr. Eggman example is also pretty strong, I feel like. Who's a popular character everyone wants, but you hate? That everyone wants? It's Sora, but he's already in the game, so I don't really care. How would 8-bit Mario work model-wise? I don't know. You can flatten any character, it's just... And the animations and models, they don't have to actually, like, be the models of the thing. It'd actually be easier, because they take, like, Mario as he is, or whatever, and then 8-bit Mario's animations are just plugged in to be, like, shitty-ass versions. They change the hitbox sizes so they make sense. I don't know, they change the special moves, but at the end of the day, it's like, he can just be a flat model. He doesn't have to be special. It would take no work at all, essentially. No, it's not like Game & Watch either. It's not even as robust as Game & Watch was like multiple like things, wasn't he? Oh, no, that's Paper Mario, my bad. It'd probably just be sprites, like literally just sprites, and then they have 3D hitboxes denoting where their attacks are, that's it. And what the size of their model is. When it comes to clone characters, I don't know, to be honest. I think most people would be upset, for example, Eggman was in the game, but he's just a clone of Bowser Jr. This is what's called the art of illusion. They would start with that and change just enough, like, you know, the taunts, like... I don't think people would be too mad. I think they'd understand. They're like, oh, wait, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I don't think he's gonna be throwing out, like, the little Bowser spawn. Like, these are all just, like, very good base level things that they could build upon in a way that doesn't... And they don't remove any characters. So even if it's at minimum 20 characters get added, they have over 100 characters in the game. And Eggman's just one example. But there's so many Fire Emblem characters they could add that are not sword users that they could throw in. So many Castlevania... there's just a lot of options when they're humanoids. You could get so many fighting game characters. You get, like, Scorpion. Like, just so many characters that are built and, like, pieces together. Literally like how Wolf was in Brawl. It's really the same thing, Nico. Alright, chat. Ask questions now. This is your time to be in the spotlight. I need a drink break. I think I'm real. I had 5 unique fighters and 15 echo fighters and asset flips. Yeah, but that's like a new game. That's like a new game. Like, you're not seeing the vision. You're seeing the vision as I'm telling you, but the way the trailer would look would be a lot more impressive, and you'd probably buy it anyways. I'm just saying, like, they're probably gonna go like, oh, you thought this was everyone? Guess what? We're just gonna do more. And then he'd like see the trailer, and it's like 101, Excite Biker, 102, Chun-Li, 103, Eggman, 104, Shadow the Hedgehog, 105, Stanley the Bugcatcher, 106, Doshin the Giant, 107, Black Shadow, 108, you know, and it just keeps going. You're like, when is this gonna stop? When will they stop? When will they learn? Do you think we'll see Crash or Spyro? in the next one. I feel like at this point, it's really a matter of the company's desire to have them in the game over anything. I think if they see that, and it's probably based on the old polls. Maybe they do a new poll, I don't know. That's my guess. It's probably just based off of what's popular. Do you think Smash can go too far to the point where being added as character doesn't feel special? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. It already is at that point. I think the next thing to push Smash over the edge, because we're thinking 10 years from now, this is going to be the same game we're going to get, and then 6 and 7 years later, we're going to get a new one. And then they can reset, because then they would have done everything. What if they did NBA 2K and allowed your face to be scanned into the game and made you a playable character? Didn't they do that with Mario Jamboree? They probably will let you do that, but what if you scanned your butt? I don't know. Do you think custom moves should be normal movesets instead of doing it like Smash 4 again? Like how Palutena got Explosive Flame? I think characters should be just characters. I think that's more cool. I'm thinking from a marketing standpoint. When you see, like the examples, like Shadow could be a Sonic clone if Sonic was changed. Like, let's imagine Sonic was not shit at all. Or Diddy Kong. Let's say Diddy Kong. They have the same, like, skeleton model, so it's easy for them to, like, pork it over and be like, okay, it's Dixie Kong. And then they add a few moves to be customs that are similar. Yeah, Banana Peel probably works. The Peanut Gun probably could change to a bubblegum gun thing, you know, like stuff like that. I think people would rather it be on a new character than just like recycled. Optional universe final Smash for playing Smash Meter. I don't know. I stopped reading. Would be neat if Mii Fighters got more custom moves if they could be an indicator of movesets they are running. Oh yeah, there's Mii Fighters too. They have so many options. Like, I'm just thinking because, you know, they have a lot of animation skeletons for the game and a lot of unique moves. It would just be a damn shame that they wouldn't, like, just Frankenstein a few of them together. I'm thinking from a marketing standpoint, and the question at the top is there going to be a new Smash Bros. This year? This is the only way I see it happening. The only way I see it happening is if they do this. And then, also, I didn't mention, like, this is... Because the roster is the reason people buy. Like, let's get real. It's the roster. But I feel like it also probably would come with some sort of replayable single-player mode. Like, something to the vein of what they had in Kirby Air Riders. As much as I want, like, an adventure. I would like an adventure mode, like, that's a roguelike. You know? Like, the adventure mode of Melee, but it's a roguelike. So you choose paths and you get... I don't know about getting stronger. I just want, like, multiple paths and you fight different bosses and maybe you unlock new characters by choosing different paths. Something like that. I don't know. Something short and sweet that you don't have to, like... Spirits mode was a drag to do. I'm sorry. Like, it was not very enjoyable. So, if I were to see, like... I just want something fun and replayable, right? Like you play Smash Bros, you finish this, you get all the characters, and then you're online. Let's get real. Like, who are we kidding here? I don't think event matches are really going to hit as the same anymore. Because we're adults. I'm an adult. What am I doing playing in event matches at this point? I know it's super easy to talk to characters, but do you think any unique mechanics can be added? Nothing dramatic? Like, I think if they wanted to, I think they could, like, change the engine on, like, because you change the engine, like I said, like, Spirits Mode showed that they can, like, they clearly have this thing where they could tweak all of these little things and make the game feel completely different if they just chose to do so. So maybe Sakurai hits the bricks, there's like, you guys can handle it, they're like, oh, we're gonna increase the fall speed, and then it's a different game. Aerial smash attacks. Like I said, I don't think they're gonna change the system too much, personally. They should add Smash Run. Oh yeah, okay, they should do, you're right, they should do that. I feel like Smash Run is not hard to implement at all. Raster, literally Raster, yeah. And new Super Mario, or new Nickelodeon All-Stars, bro. When I say new Super Mario Bros. Smash Run would be peak on console. Now they don't have an excuse, because they're like, well, you play Smash Run on your 3DS, because that's a personal experience, but on the Wii U, everyone's going to be playing the Wii U, so you're going to play with everyone. You know, everyone, all your friends that have a Wii U, together, playing your fucking Smash bullshit tour? What's the tour? Why do they call it tour? I'm on a fucking board. You don't see Candyland. It's like, I'm gonna take a tour. What the fuck is a tour? You're not touring anything. You're on a fucking one map. There's no, I can't zoom out this way. I can't zoom out this. There's nothing to look at. There's no tour. In the next Smash game, they should add challenges for the characters, like unlock criteria for many characters. Unlocking Dr. Mario by playing. Yeah, I agree. If there's a decentralized single player mode, then that'd probably be the case, right? But also in Kirby Air Riders, they had that. It was really cool. And like you had the challenge board. It's like, fuck yeah. That was cool. Break the target builder is also good. I mean, roguelikes are so big nowadays. Wouldn't it be the worst idea to add something like Smash Run or Smarter Smash roguelike? I agree, because truth be told, you'll play Smash Bros, you'll finish the story, and in my scenario, you'll play online for a bit. I didn't like Ultimate, personally. I love Ultimate, but I don't like playing. That's a fucked up thing to say. I don't like the game, but I think you're cool. I'd hang out with you, but I wouldn't invite you to my wedding. I like the game, like, from a high level, I appreciate these characters and I'm obsessed with them in this weird hyperfixation way. But, you know, you play fucking Project M, your brain chemistry is ruined. You did the fucking ayahuasca trip and now your fucking perception is fucked. You do shrooms one time and now you have a precondition to getting schizophrenia. That's me because I played Project M. Nothing hits anymore. My dopamine levels are absolutely destroyed. Can't feel anything anymore. They have Project M? Ay. You're not familiar with the term roguelike? What is it? That's a Google search for you, my friend. I don't mean to be rude, but you have to like see the example. I hate the fact that there's absolutely no challenge for unlocking characters in Ultimate. Well, I mean, you have to remember, it's like little Timmy's getting that for Christmas, and he has to play Spirits Mode, and he's going to do it in Spirits Mode. That's really what it is. It was because Spirits Mode was the centralized thing. It was like, hey, you're going to do this. It's their Mario Kart World Overworld and their tour track bullshit. For Smash 6, they should bring back multiverses! Is Mario & Luigi Ice Climbers Echo Clone still on the table? Honestly, like, probably. You could do a lot of duo characters that work and function like Ice Climbers, but I have to wonder, there used to be a mod in, like... No, there is a Project M mode where you do anything Ice Climbers. Or they did Ike Climbers, I think it was a meme. And it really is as simple as putting the character there, I'm pretty sure. So it's not like, I don't think there's any special actually there might be, fuck. In any case, they probably could recycle it if you wanted to have like Baby Mario and Luigi. Do you think Smash 4 story read like Battle Shonen Fan? What do you think of the Smash 6 story read like Battle Shonen Fan? No. I don't even want to read the rest. Hey, Dr. Porkchop, what happened to the Melee move swap video you made? I don't remember. We could find out right now if I really wanted to be bold. I think it must have gotten flagged, and I just said I don't really care, it's old as fuck. But clearly people miss it, so I could just do it again. Like, someone emailed me about that, and I'm like, I don't know. And then I completely forgot to check. I'm not a good content creator. Never, ever let this go. I'm, like, not good at the job. I forget how to... I don't even, like... This channel has gone through so many permutations. It's a miracle that it's still here. Oh my god. Who told me to get those glasses? It should be around here somewhere. Yeah, wow. I'm in 2018 now. It was before 2018, right? Oh, and I was doing Smash predictions? Oh, that was so fun. And I was reacting. I'm like, wow, I'm reacting! Wow, this is my reaction! That's what I'm seeing right now. Oh, I played Doki Doki. Where are these move swap videos? I think it's before Relax Cast, isn't it? God, how far back is this shit? Is it over here? This one's on this. It's here. Oh, it's private. Why is it private? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna unprivate it. There you go. I don't know why. I guess I just have sometimes like purity moments where I'm like, I don't want this to be public anymore. I'm leaving. Well, it's live now. It's back. Oh, that got a lot of views. This one got 600,000 views. Holy guacamole, Mario! I'm just gonna undo it and that'll be that. I don't really care. Anyways, if that's what you wanted out of your life, it's here now. Let me see if I can just undo a few more. Because I just private stuff sometimes because I have like, I see my catalog as something to be cherished. And I think it was around the time we were doing, I don't know, to be honest. It's probably not a good reason. But I think at some point I cleaned up this channel and just said, yeah, I don't want these to appear. Because I just wanted to rebrand this whole channel. I accidentally did this one. That's fine. Well, it should be there now. Sorry, were we talking about something? No problem. This is how you get things done. You just go to the source. Save the vid! Shut up, Alex. We love you, you bastard. If they added a Sonic character, which one would you want? Probably Shadow. It's gotta be Shadow. Come on, it's gotta be Shadow! Fighting Polygon Team! They could even add those fuckers, you know what I'm saying? But one of my, like, the idea that I have is, like, it's very simple. You, like, open a tab, it's like, beep, boop. Or it's like, hold on, cards are very helpful, actually. Wait, we could do this in a better... How did I get these three? What? You know, I'd be pogging if I saw this. Let's play this one out. Okay, this is the flop. Let me just deal myself a hand. Hold on. Ooh, this ain't bad. We got a queen. We got a queen. Let me just deal it out. Oh my god. Ugh. This was the final hand. What the hell is this? Anyways, well, I needed the queen, so do we have another queen looming? Let's say we have like, here's your queen. And you're like, I don't want that one. I want the black one. No comment. I was just saying that's actually what it's called. So you're like, oh, let me change movesets, and this one's like heavier. It's like Ganondorf version. You're like, actually, I want the Nintendo 64 version. And you go like this. And I do that. Because I feel like Smash Bros. Has all of these characters in it, and we limit ourselves to being like, oh, if a new character exists, it has to be a new character. So they're never going to do like a different version of Mario or whatever, or an older version. We're never going to get like normal Twilight Princess Link again, for example. They could just easily do that. You like do Link, and he's like, hold on, let me get the links. Hold on. Okay. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs. You get the links, you're like, okay, here's the link. Oh, wait, okay, Breath of the Wild Link's cool and all, but I kind of want to go back to Twilight Princess Link. Oh, wait, that's hard to tell. There it is, Twilight Princess Link, wow. Well, actually, I kind of like Majora's Mask Link. Okay, there we go. Wait a minute, can I just go 8-bit Link? And he's like short and stubby, and he like, his like, neutral special is shooting the beam sword. I feel like there's just, I just think that's already like 5 new characters, and it's like, it is kind of new, and it's like, it gives you custom moves, so it would just be fun and refreshing, and I feel like it would be in tune with Smash to like cherish the history of all of these characters for me, because I'm weird. Zelda's the worst repertoire. Oh yeah, Zelda is a good example too. There's a lot of characters you could do this with. Maybe not like Olimar, but you could do, no, you could do motherfucking Alf or Louie, and it's like, okay, this is Pikmin 2. They did that in the one Project M mod. It's really good. But like there are so many options. There's so many options. You could do Mask DDD, you could do Galactonite, you could do Rocky, I guess for Kirby, you know what I'm saying? Traverse Touch, and you could like, it doesn't have to be same series either. You could just be like, it could literally be like how Chrom is for some characters, where it's like, oh wait a minute, you guys kind of work the same. Crystal could be, I don't know what Crystal could be from Star Fox. Oh yeah, Ravenbeak, bro. Ravenbeak, easily a Samus clone. Easily. Just big-ass Samus clone. Like a heavy Samus clone. That'd be weird. A floaty, heavy motherfucker. That's kind of the root of my idea. I'm gonna make a funny video on it and then reference this thing so I can get more viewers on the stream, and then drink all that delicious viewership money so I can make this like more of a financially resourceful resource. But yeah, I think if they were working on a Smash since the end of DLC and it's not a new Smash, this is what it would have to look like, because I don't presume to know anything else. And of course, there's going to be more stages and probably like maybe stage versions. I just don't think it would be in their best interest right now to make a Smash Bros. That just removes everything that everyone loved about Smash. And last console, the entire console was, there's no new Mario Kart, just the deluxe pack. And this is, yeah, they probably do that too, where they're like, oh, hey, DLC, teehee. No new Mario Kart, teehee. Small battlefield. How about a 3D arena platform fighting game? I think I would, like... I would, not like that. I would hate that. I would not enjoy. Those are just so unprecise and just, I don't know. If they do that, just make a fucking Smash Warriors game with like all the characters Smash series bullshit. That's what they should do. Ring Fit character? Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Like there's so many options. I could do a whole video like I did in the past of like every character gets an echo and you would just see what I mean. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should. We'll see how people feel about this video. I don't want to turn into a slop channel, but at the same time, I'm kind of just fucking done. Like, with myself because I'm a perfectionist and I'm like, I don't want the channel to look shitty in like 5 years because I decided, let me do a motherfucking video I want to do and not worry about, you know, how good it looks. I don't care anymore. That's the long short. Do you agree with the notion of purchasable skins? No. Experiment with giant characters as playable boss characters. You would like giant characters, you freak. I'm torn. I feel like Switch 2 editions were probably the most invented because of Smash. Mostly invented because of Smash. Thank you, quote, Allin. What if we could use coins to buy cosmetics? You got the step frog, that's cool. If you got coins to buy cosmetics, like you mean in-game, or do you mean like the coins you get on Nintendo Switch 2? Is that what you mean? I'm sorry, I'm not a gamer. I just don't care about shit like that. No offense. It's kind of cool though, that you can get like different profile pictures. I think that'd be cool, but I don't think they want to do interactivity with in-game purchases because it could just be annoying. What would you not want, Alax? Why make another high reward? What would you not want, Alax? Do you mean about a 3D Smash Bros. Ring thing? Like no one likes microtransactions, yeah. I don't like Hyrule Warriors, so I don't really want that either. My biggest gripe with Smash at the moment is they focus on all these massive third-party IPs that you get weird looks for asking for a small first-party character like Skull Kid or Magolor. Yeah, I feel like this idea I have would allow them to add these lower priority characters because they probably, like, what could you do with Skull Kid? Let's think for, because he doesn't really do fucking much, so you could really just make a moveset up with all of the humanoid-looking characters. I don't know, some Sheik moves here, some Sora magic, Hero, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? He's using the cane, I'm imagining. No, he doesn't have a cane, that's the fucking Dragon Quest character or some shit. Final Fantasy character? Who cares? I don't care. You could use some other moves from other characters for sure. There's a lot of characters like that. Magolor, I don't know Kirby, so I don't want to like misspeak, but he's a little floaty guy with hands and a cape. Is this the right guy? We're talking about the right guy, right? Like, that can't be hard to animate. It's very easy. That's why they added Piranha Plant. So I'm like, if they do these tier of characters, you can bet they put like Rocky in over Kirby, and they're like, okay, we're good. It's just the polish. Each new character adds additional layers of polish. So the base character would have to be simple, because then they'd have to add polish like taunts and models and stuff to make them like sharper. Gooichi. I feel like a lot of hero spells could be recycled. Yeah, exactly. Potential characters for next Smash Bros. Travis Touchdown, Jack Kamen, Knuckles, Tails, Amy, Silver, Big Rouge, Omega Espio, Vent. Oh, wow. Wowie, wowie. Yeah, I think I've said everything I wanted to say. This is like a long form thing. If there was a Smash Bros. Releasing this year, it'd have to be a deluxe. But let me say, this is not what I want. If I could get what I want, it would be a game with like a Melee-sized roster that is like current Nintendo era of characters, and they're all fresh, they're all new. The game itself just feels, because Wii U, Brawl, 3DS, Ultimate, they feel like the fucking same game to me. Like, I want to feel alive again. I don't want a rehash of Ultimate, personally. I want to feel alive. I want to feel like the weight of my character as they touch the ground, they thud. When you punch them, the whole screen shakes, and you feel them hurtling towards their death. That is why Melee is so fun and still played. Because you feel like the impact of the hits are, like, bad. You're like, oh, shit, I'm in trouble. You're off stage in motherfucking Ultimate. You're like, oh, I'll just use one of my 7 fucking recoveries, and I'm back. Oh, wow, that was hard. No, it's not the same. It doesn't hit. It just doesn't hit for me. Saw a mod of Ultimate where they did a retooled Mario moves, and it was pretty wild. Yeah, a lot of those videos are really cool. I recommend watching them. They're really cool. How about creating new custom characters, but you can make and match moves from either other fighters? I think they would do that with the Miis. They just make them more robust. Quadrupeds are pretty uncommon in Smash. We have exactly Ivysaur and I think Dunk Hunt. Dunk Hunt? What other quadrupeds would you want? I don't even know. Basically, I just want new Sonic characters. Honestly, me too. They're not making a Sonic fighter, so I hope Smash is in Sakurai's retirement game, not because I don't think he should retire, but because he already put retirement amount of passion into Ultimate. Do that with a passion project. I'm not like interested in Sakurai's personal life. He's just a guy, you know? He's a great game developer, but this is his craft, and, you know, he's probably thinking about, you know, the rest of his life and what he wants to do with it. So I just gotta wonder if he would be done. He seems passionate about what he does, and he's really good at what he does. It's just, you know, he's like 50-something, right? I would have to say, like, after doing Smash Bros. Since 1998? 7? Then literally right to Melee. Like, right to Melee. A brutal development cycle. A little break between that for Brawl. Brutal development cycle. Wii U 3DS helped with Bandai Namco, so it was a lot less on him. But still, it's like he's manning the charge. Like, he's not hands-on anymore, probably, but he's not coding. But I would think maybe, you know, he's done everything he wanted with Ultimate, and maybe he himself is like, I don't know what else I can do, so it's okay. Like, I can let it go. Maybe. I don't know. He might have an advisory position if he was done with games, but he just have an advisory role of being like, yeah, I don't want to do this, but if something seems off to me, I'm be the quality control kind of thing. That new Sonic character was pretty robust, with half of my plays would vanish. Yeah, I would love if there was. Sakurai hates Sonic. That's why I'm like, we need like somebody with a different vision, just to like, you know, spruce it up a little. Not that he's like bad at doing what he does, but you can see that all of the games have the same energy. I think it's good, but it makes me wonder, what could it look like if somebody else had some sort of a different perspective about choices, right? Sakurai hates Sonic? Why? Oh, I just think he hates Sonic. Definitely think he just doesn't like Sonic. So, Sonic and Kirby released the same year, right? Sakurai's first game, he's 19. He's like, I made my first game. I thought about this game that's just fun, and you can fly with your character, and you can do anything. And then nobody listened. He's like, la la la, don't care. Look at this cool fast guy. Haha, he's so fast. Nintendo's stupid. And he's like, this game sucks. My game's better. What the fuck? I made Sonic and it's way better than this shit. I made Kirby and it's way better than this shit. Fine, I'll make Kirby's Adventure. That'll show him. And then Sonic's just like way cooler and more robust. He's like, oh, I'm gonna make Kirby Adventure the best game. And it's like the best looking fucking NES game ever. And then and then he makes Kirby Superstar, and he's just like, the Sonic games are not good. Everyone likes him because he's just fast. That's my headcanon. Sakurai, give Dan Fornes the reins for Smash and my life is yours. Probably not. Not that Dan does anything wrong. It's just, just don't think seems like Reddit level kind of mentality about these people. I just don't think they would. First of all, it's like they would probably keep it Japanese because like language barrier, 100%. It's just like, yeah, developing with somebody who speaks a whole different language, probably very difficult. I hope I'm in the game. Sakurai hates Mario. I don't know if this guy even likes games. He might like Smash Bros. In the same way I do, where he loves the history of all of these characters and like. But I love Sonic, so I would make Sonic's moveset way fucking better. Like, there's just so many options, and he just does none of them, and it's like, why? What are you trying to do here? Like, that's his perspective about some things is really good, and that's why his games have such quality. And then his perspective about other things is just so stubborn, and like, it's frustrating. That's why I'm like, all of these games feel samey, and like, I don't feel satisfied when I'm punching someone in any of the games. It doesn't feel. There's just like a certain game feel that I'm just like, he clearly likes this way, and I don't. I know who Dan Fornes is, yeah. I think he did give me, for the first Rivals, like, we talked a little bit. When I used to have Twitter, I'm sure I have interactions, but it got hacked, and Elon owns it, so I can't get access again. He's a massive gamer. Pretty sure he spent like 5 minutes gushing about Death Stranding at one point. Okay, I'm wrong. I mean, I'm a gamer too, but whatever, I'm a gamer. No, but I'm playing Metal Gear right now, so I can gush about games, but I more so mean he loves the history of things, and he's like, he loves getting the details right, except for some characters where he just doesn't want to do that. We need someone with another vision and someone with a deep respect for each series. Yeah, that's pretty difficult. I think there's no such person that could do that other than somebody like Sakurai, who grew up He was 19 when he made Kirby, right? So he knows all the characters before because there was only 5 years of gaming to fucking look at. Oh, that's fucking disgusting. 7 years, sorry, if it was 1992, but he starts Kirby on the Game Boy. Gaming's been around, I mean, it's been around since the arcade, but let's say there's been 10 years and you have your little Atari bullshit. He's 10 years old. He's playing Atari and then he plays Mario Bros. He's like, oh shit, that's cool. Meanwhile, and then he adds this game with every gaming character in it. Like, what? That's incredible. What a legacy. What a legacy, bro. But nobody's going to be able to have the same sort of perspective because he's been around since many of these series started existing. So his unique perspective for why Mario and Bowser are the way they are is because, oh, Bowser was a beast when I was a kid. Mario is just like this guy. And so clearly that is informed by the direction he takes them. So in one hand, he's seen all of these characters and their evolutions, but in the other, you could have somebody that has a different perspective and make the characters a little bit more interesting. But I feel like at that point, you're not going to have any... There's not going to be like one person that does that. They probably have a team and an advisory team, and they've probably developed a framework and just experts. Like, it's not one person. And I don't feel like it's one person right now either. Like, I don't know if it's intentional in a bad way. I don't know if it's a bad thing or just like a Japanese custom, but Sakurai takes a lot of the credit for everything, and he is the director. He has the vision and he guides the ship, but I have to imagine there are people who make choices on their own, and they're the reason things come out the way they do. Like, he cannot do everything. It's like impossible. So I'm kind of wondering who else is there that makes a lot of the decisions for these series in this game, because it's a huge game and I'm obviously obsessed. So it wouldn't surprise me if there are other people that have vision and they allow things to happen. Like Piranha Plant's a good example, right? I think I've yapped for long enough, don't you think? Probably. An hour? Holy smokes. Who do you think would be the closest to Sakurai's level to be a successor as a Smash... What? Like Toyo Taro? Who do I... I don't know who's out there. You think I know Japanese guys? Oh, you know Izuku-chan. Oh, fuck. Give me a break. I can't talk. Project M Sonic's the best. Yeah. Seriously. Project M Sonic is so cool, man. Fuck. Sonic's model is shit in Brawl. He's shit in... Oh, my... Don't get me started. Your favorite character and he's washed. Joker came into Smash. I mean, he's good. But God, I hate that he's just a Sheik clone. I don't want to play fucking a pair of scissors, a child running around with a pair of scissors, man. Fuck. Can I interest you in Yappy Chino? He loves games, but he hates Sonic. He ain't touching that blue rat directly. I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm so happy for you. Oh yeah, Waluigi. Do you think they could do a clone? Yeah, they could probably like do Waluigi's, like, you know, Dark Samus has like an aisle animation and it's like, oh, that's cool, and the run animation. But then they just add Luigi, you know, hitboxes, and they use the keyframes, I suppose, for the skeleton, because all the characters in game development, they're just meshes, or no, that's the model. They're skeletons, they're wireframes, and like you animate the wireframes, and so I guess for the animation bones, they just take it from Luigi, change the size, stretch it out, what have you, put the hitboxes. I'm sure it's actually, if they made a system for it, like they probably have, because they have so many fucking characters, they could probably do something like that. Just like sort of like they have a debug mode where they swap out moves on characters and they like plug it in. If they were to do that, they would make it so they could have as many characters as they ever wanted. And they make Smash Ultimate once. Instead of making a whole ass new game, they could be like, we can just like keep adding to this game for a long time, and then it will truly be one of the greatest fighting games of all time. Well, it'll be a cool game. Everyone said add Toad, but nobody said how to add Toad. I don't know, just a Mario clone. Like, literally, he doesn't have to be anything. He's just a stubby humanoid character with a big head. That's all. It's not complicated. Like, they have so many... Olimar clone, even. They're not clone. They just use the animations from several characters. He's a short guy, so when you get rid of his head, he's just a guy, you know? Captain Toad just added mechanics from his games. Smash Ultimate tried to remake Smash 4 on Switch, basically. Yeah. Nintendo's answer to Mugen? I'm just saying there's never been something like that. And I think it would be a console seller if they just had all... Like, the little kids would be like, I need that. The parents would be like, fuck, $100 down the shitter. And there's nothing you can do. It's just literally a console seller. It's like a confirmed way for them to sell hardware at a premium. You know what I mean? They're the only company that can do this, by the way. Which characters do you think are safe to return as far as copyright goes? I don't know. Nintendo's on top right now, so they could do whatever they want. It's just contract, and it's all very specific stuff they need to have represented. Focus, M. What's your obsession with clones? Alright, buddy. I, for one, know about Dolly the sheep, okay? First of all. So maybe you just watch your tone. Yeah, if they can add Sora, who can't be added? Yeah, it's just legal stuff, and like they probably are like, I want the character to be represented like this. Maybe different companies have different deals for these things to happen. A series like Smash is... And I feel like if it's a Smash Bros. Ultimate remake, this is just like me from an outside perspective of legal. They may not have to negotiate some contracts if it's the same game released again. You know what I mean? If it's not an entirely new title, and it's like, oh, this is the same thing, so do you want your thing to stay the same? Do we want to renegotiate the contract? They don't have to. So they're like, okay, otherwise, it's going to be the same into the re-release. That's probably what I would imagine, but anyways. Super Smash Superstars! Yeah. What if characters has the ability to change into stronger versions of themselves similar to Power Stones? Well, if they had the ability to change into stronger versions of themselves, they could have the Power Stones. That's a whole new mechanic. I don't think they want to do mechanics like that. I think it would just literally be what I'm thinking. Something they're not building vertically anymore. So there's two fundamentals in design of building vertically and building horizontally. For example, building vertically is making like... Hold on here. So here we will have the system for fighting, character physics, spirits mode, and online. So they're vertically adding more and more to the game. But then, since they have all of these things already, they can horizontally spread it out and make it look like more. Or, you know, like more characters and more permutations of the same stuff they've already added to add content. I think that was probably a not great example, but... So, they could do stuff like that, but I think new mechanics falls into the vertical additions, and if you change something for one, like, something like that, it changes the whole system, and you would have to change, like, everything, and it'd be very tumultuous, so... I wish I had fourth-party characters. I don't. It's a video game celebration of video games. It would just get dorky, and it would look like a shitpost. You don't want it to look like a shitpost. You want it to be respectable still. Showdown sounds like a final showdown. Tails miles per hour's in chat. He's not even out of character either. Pick a card, any card. Your card? Okay, yeah, pick a card, guys. Tell me which one. The middle one? 10 of hearts! How did you know? How did you know? How did you know that? Holy shit! You guys should be the Smash predictors, not me. Alright, we're gonna be done now. Why aren't we predicting what it's gonna be called? You're a genius. You are a genius. I don't know. I feel like it'd be like Super Smash All-Stars. I've always wanted it to be called Super Smash All-Stars or Super Smash Generations. A little dorky. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Plus! It'll be some bullshit like that, I swear to God. You should be added to Smash 6. What? Gambling with RELAXALAX. Lol. Low-key, Fortnite has become the new Smash for the spectacle of who's going to be next. That's what I mean. Smash Bros. Could really do something for Nintendo if they just made it a forever game like Fortnite. Like I said, I'm speaking strictly from a business perspective. I wouldn't want that. I'm just saying it would be pretty... They want to sell consoles. That'd be how to do it. Anyways, I did say I'm finished, so thanks guys for tuning in. I'm going to release a video on this very topic. I'm not rushing it, but probably next week or the week after. So... Later days, folks. I appreciate you immensely. Thank you for those who donated. It was Flaming Goodness and somebody named Quant or something. Quote Olin. Thank you very much. See you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye.